Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give us a call if you guys are looking to improve your credit score, lower your car payment, buy a car, trade in a car. If you're looking to purchase your first home, if you're looking to purchase a rental property, we can help you. Give us a call today, 877-205-7771. Talk to you guys soon, and thanks again. Hello everyone, this is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today we're going to talk about how you can finance a car without having a job. All right. Now I know that sounds crazy. You're probably like, who in the world would give someone an auto loan without a job? And can I legally even tell you guys this stuff? All right. First off, I can most definitely legally tell you this because it is up to the dealership and the lender to do their due diligence. I'm not going to tell you to lie about necessarily anything or nothing like that. The thing about it is that there's ways to do it where there's a gray area, okay? And there are also times where it just simply doesn't where it just makes sense, right? So let's go straight into it. I'll tell you guys a quick story, true story with my clients. Obviously, my stories, they got to be true, right? So I had a client where the husband, he has a job and the wife, she stays at home, and they have they have a few kids, and the wife, she says, okay, you know what, I'll be at home, I'll take care of the home front, and the husband says, okay, you know what, I'll go ahead and do the work part, I'll bring in the money, all that stuff, okay? And of course, when you have a situation like that, obviously two people need to be able to move around, right? The problem is that and we talked about this, maybe, this video must be like years old, and we talked about you don't want to have everything in one person's name in a relationship, and this is kind of what was happening. So the husband already had a car in his name, and they were in the process, I believe, was trying to get ready for the mortgage. And they said, hey Calvin, these are clients of mine, and they said, hey Calvin, you know what, do you think it's best that we go ahead and get the car first and then the house, because we're not quite there yet for the house, but we really need the car. Now, honestly, their income is going to be well, of course, I say their income because they're unified. I don't care if you guys put the money on the table, split it down the middle, or you pay half and half. That's a whole nother argument, almost like this whole Popeyes and Chick-fil-A thing. Don't get asked my comment, okay? So, but either way, Popeyes is the way to go. No, but either way. So, but I wanted to say that if you go with, well, first off, you have to understand that if you don't have income coming in, that doesn't mean that you can't finance certain things, because income that comes in, whether it's yours or your husband's or whatever, that's or your wife's, your wife's, for your wife's, right? If her income comes in, and if that's the case, then you can count that income, all right? But there are also situations where a lot of times, if your score is high enough, banks won't even ask you if you have income. They won't even ask you if you have proof of income. Now, I know you're probably thinking that's BS. No, none of this. Again, I sold cars for 6 years. Sold over 550 cars in less than 4 years. Not bragging or boasting, but I saw a lot of different situations, okay? And there would be some times where, the bank they would see the person's credit report, and then they would instantly approve them without asking any questions. Just so you guys know, the lower the score, the more questions they're going to ask, because they can't trust you. But if I could put a number on it, I would say anything that's probably above about 650, 660, they're not going to ask that many questions. And guess what? One of those questions they're not going to ask, and that's going to be POI, proof of income. Okay, that's major for a lot of people, because let's say if you're a small business owner and your income kind of fluctuates, if your score is over 650, 660, you're more than likely not going to get asked for proof of income. Same thing if you're not working, okay, and if you don't have any income coming in. Now you're probably saying, well, Calvin, what sense would that make? If a person wanted to get into a vehicle but they don't have income coming in, clearly a person is not going to set themselves up for failure. But the reason why it's an option, because they're going to, granted, they're not just giving out just random, I don't know, people that have very thin, light files that have higher scores that don't really have a lot of proof of paying a lot of people. We're talking about people who have credit cars in the past, and, lines of credit and things of that sort over time, and they just don't necessarily have, income or whatever. You'd be surprised. They will approve you. Now, granted, there are some things that kind of go behind the scenes, right? For example, if you go into the dealership and say, hey, I need a car, and they say, well, where do you work? I don't work. They run your credit. They see your score is high enough. all of a sudden a job is on the application. Now, is that fraud? Absolutely. You better believe it. But if you didn't put it there, you're not denying it, and the bank didn't double check, whose fault is it? So, but again, there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes at car dealerships. But again, the bank listed a couple different things. Number one, a person that has good credit more than likely doesn't want to damage their credit. So whatever they got to do, they're going to pay that, okay? A lot of people don't have proof of income. It's not that they're not working in a sense. It's just that their paper trail is not the best. That's the exact same thing as not having a job or not having income. If you can't show proof of it, you may as well not have it. And so that's where that thin line, that gray area lives. They figure if you have a decent credit score and you're paying people credit cards and, every other things that you have that you're making payments on, you don't have new collections and all that type of stuff, then they're going to say, we can trust this person because they give a damn about their credit. That plays a major role when you're looking for an automobile. Now, granted, you can't pull this if you're looking for a house because that's a 30-year commitment. But people need cars to go back and forth and things of that sort. But I know a lot of people who've made transitions in the middle. Right? For example, they had a job, they lost it, they needed a car, and so what do you want? What are you going to do? You need the car to get to work. You need work to get a car. So again, there are ways to go around it. Be upfront with the salespeople. Be upfront with the finance manager. If you tell them, again, most salespeople are not trained, okay? They're not, I'm telling you. The finance managers, they're going to be a little bit more trained than you would think, okay? So with that being said, make sure you tell the finance manager, hey, my license is suspended. You know how many deals got killed? Well, I hate the word killed. You know how many deals didn't go through because people said that because they lied about having a license. Sure enough, the managers, they submitted that deal to banks that, guess what, they require a valid license. Had they told me that in advance, I would have told them, hey, Capital One looks for, a valid driver's license. But if your score is over 650, 660, they may not ask for that. I don't want to put that information out there. But either way, that's true. So, but that's the thing, is that if you tell the finance managers up front what your situation is, let them do whatever they think is best, okay? So I just wanted to just put that out there because, again, if your score is higher, the higher your score is, the more options. The lower your score, the less options. People used to come into the dealership all the time saying, well, I want a Range Rover, I want this. It's like, fam, let's run your credit, okay? Let's see where you are. So let's determine. I remember this one lady, she had history of paying nobody on time. Paying absolutely nobody on time. But then she wanted I want a Mercedes, I want a Volvo. I'm like, you ain't paid nobody. So again, that plays a major role. All right. So either way, if you like this video, like it. You want to share it, share it. And as always, be sure to subscribe as you have nothing but great content on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.